We're waiting.
What is up, my friends? This is Nara from How Do I Play This Game. I hope you guys are having a great day and killing it out there on the Battlegrounds. Today is going to be the mark of a new series, and this will be about gaining tactical advantages over your opponents. Now, this series is going to cover everything from solo play to squad play. We'll go over setting traps, using the terrain to your advantage, different tactics you can use as a squad, pinch maneuvers, everything that will gain you a tactical advantage over your opponent and increase your odds of filling up on that chicken dinner. Now, I am not sponsored by KFC, but today's tactic is finger looking good. It is going to be how to use vehicles and objects around you to manipulate your terrain to remain concealed and gain advantage over your enemies. Now, keep in mind, this is not a guide that is going to show you the locations you can do this in, but rather an attempt to gain awareness of how to use your terrain to your advantage. However, at the end, I will be showing you one place in specific that is an awesome vantage point that some may know about, but many do not. Alright, so as we can see in this clip, I'll be using the UAZ. Now, this is my favorite vehicle as far as doing this and trying to manipulate the terrain. It works a lot better with the higher hood, as well as when you approach the back of it, you can jump up on the tire and then up to eventually to the hood. So it's a lot easier to get up on higher objects with that. This is a great location, not only because it increases the advantage that you get, but because most likely your common player is not going to think to look up here. He's going to be more focused on who's in the buildings or who's right around the corner waiting for them. And this is also going to be a great location for honeypotting. That's going to be another part of this tactical series. And what honeypotting is that ooh, piece of candy type of effect, where you're going to lay different types of traps for your enemies and you're going to put them down when they're least suspecting it. You'll be able to gain cover from almost any part of this roof. You know, depending on where you lay or where you see your enemy coming from, you can always duck behind something so that they don't see you. And just look at this scape. I mean, you can see 360 completely around you. So you're going to see anybody that's trying to approach this town and you'll have the jump on them. Now, here we are in the same exact town, and we'll be able to use the UAZ for this as well. We'll just ride up here, tilt it slightly, and you don't have to worry because you'll still be able to leave out of this vehicle. It's not putting it out of commission, so you'll be able to leave when you need to get out of this town. Now, up here, much like the other one, you're going to be able to gain cover from any direction they're coming, and you'll be able to see really well from any place, but also you'll be able to jump from building to building. So you can pretty much gain vantage from any part of this town. Now, here we are in the city of Pochinki. Now, a lot of us know about this. You know, you're able to get up on the roofs through these open two-stories, but it's a great vantage up here. I mean, you can jump from building to building, and you can see extremely far from up here. It gives you a great vantage of the town, and you're able to flank your enemies, and you know, if you see somebody in the buildings, you can drop down on the balconies and everything. But here's a little slide of showing a place that's kind of hidden, that's really hidden. A lot of people don't know about this, but you can jump back to this building and actually peek and hide up under here. Now, someone who knows about this place might look here, but it's extremely unlikely that anyone's going to find you in this location. Now, keep in mind here, I'm not trying to promote camping. You know, some of these spots are just ways you can get up and get vantage of your enemies, and if you know someone's there, you can hide and kind of lie in wait for them. Now, this is going to take us over to the ruins. These are really great places. There's all kinds of like crevices and little nooks and crannies and stuff you can hide in, and as you can see, this location here, I'd be very surprised if someone looked over here. You know, they're going to be looking at the ground, looking around the corners, thinking someone's going to come around, and if you're up here, you can completely surprise them and take your enemy out very easily. Now, all these spots are pretty simple, but this is a little more simple here. You don't need a vehicle to even get there, and oh, I glitched a little bit there, but anyways, this is just somewhere that's going to cover all sides of you except for the front, and the shadows and everything keep you extremely hidden. Now, if someone's behind you, you're going to hear them coming, and you're going to be able to surprise them. They're not going to have any idea that you're there. You can also lay down and really gain some cover if you're trying to hide from your enemies, but you can see up into that open field and see if anybody's coming. There's also a lot of little locations inside of buildings that you can kind of gain advantage from. Now, you can hide in here and just pop up and bust somebody if they come to the door. It's a simple little place. Just lay down in the bathtub. No one's going to see you in there, and you'll see them if they open that door. Now, this is another great place here. You can get up on the cabinets on the kitchen, and you'll be able to see anybody coming. They're not going to expect you sitting there, you know, and if they do try to shoot you, they'll end up hitting your legs. I mean, the likeliness of them being quick enough to hit you in the head is very low. You can even hide somewhere as simple as standing on top of a chair. You have a 360 view there. You'll be able to see around that corner if anybody's coming up, and again, they'll end up shooting you low, and you might have the chance to just shoot them in the head and end up getting the kill. Now, here we are in that specific spot I mentioned. This is obviously on the bridge between the military base and the rest of the map. And before anyone calls me, hey, you fuck fag, I'm a fuck nutscrap, fuck you, No, this is not like a complete secret. There are some people that know about this, but a lot of people don't. But you're going to be able to climb up here. You're going to have to jump right here, or you will slide down. Again, then you can jump over here. You got to jump, you'll slide down, but you can walk all the way up to the top. And this is just a great spot to ambush the bridge. I mean, you can see the entire bridge. You can see everything. I mean, if anyone's coming on that bridge on foot or in a vehicle, you're gonna see them coming. People really just don't pay attention to this spot. I mean, there are a few that know about it, like I said, but they're gonna be focused on who's coming across that bridge or who's already on it. They're not gonna be trying to look up to see if you're there. You also don't have to go all the way up. You know, if you're already up here, you can go ahead and walk back down, and you'll be able to get right back on that middle cross member. And if you like, you could go all the way to the other side and go up the other one, or however you want to play it. But this is a really good spot right here where you'll be able to look down and really be able to shoot those incoming vehicles. And that's going to be it for this video, guys. Like I said, this isn't a guide for the places you can go. It's just really to give you an idea of how to be tactically aware of how to use your terrain to your advantage. A lot of these places people aren't going to think to look. They're going to be more focused on the ground and what's around them other than what's above them. Now, none of these are like an elaborate thing. It's not something that's going to take you a lot of time to do. I mean, the first time you do it, it might take you a couple tries to get it right, but really nothing's all that difficult to do. It's not taking me a lot of time. All this was really just done on the fly. And that's really the point of it. You know, you want to be able to see somewhere and just gain a vantage point on your enemy and kind of remain concealed from them. I hope these tips helped you out and made you look at the map a little more tactically. Maybe next time you see a situation like this, you will make the terrain work for you. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and definitely leave me a comment. Let me know how you like this video and if some of these tips are helping you out. And as always, subscribe for more. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the Battlegrounds.